Okay, everyone, welcome back. So are you ready for more stats and probs? Let's go. So here's the question I'm making right now. So last time, we've already done until item number 8. Now we're gonna do item number 9. Ito yung kutanong sa item number 9. Ma'am Rain is computing for the answers using this given formula. Here's the formula that she's going to use. Basahin mo yung formula. A minus B raised to the C power plus the quotient of D and E. Alright? The numbers that she's going to input for the variables are from negative 6 to positive 3. So ibig sabihin, si Ma'am Rain, ang gusto niya gagawin ay solve for the answer when she evaluates the letters. She will input the numbers from negative 6 to positive 3 for those 5 letters. Okay? Now, here's the questions that are asked. Letter A, inputting a positive number for the value of A and a negative number for the value of E. Digits can be repeated. Ayan. So, for letter A, if you're gonna put in a positive number, what are the positive numbers? They're 3 to 1. Positive 3 to positive 1. And then for letter E, ganito yun. Let me show you my solution sheet. So, for letter A, diba remember, there's 0.3 because of 310. Because there are 3 positive numbers. Then for letter B, kahit ano dyan. Kahit anong number yung gusto mo. And why is it 10 over 10, you might be asking? Kasi boss sabi dito, the digits can repeat. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo ulitin yung mga number. Like for example, di ba remember sa letter A, kapag nilagay mo yung di ba remember, it's just like what we did before in number codes? Let's say for example, we put number 6 already in letter A. Pwede tayo ulitin yung number 6. So yan. So it's 10 out of 10. And then here, we do 10 out of 10 again because you can still put any number you like there. And here pa rin. Pero sa letter E, sabi dito, and a negative number for value E. Ano yung mga negative numbers? Negative 1 to negative 6. So that becomes 6 over 10. And then we multiply that by the product. And we're supposed to get 18%, which is the final answer here. Okay? So yun po yung sagot. 18%. Next, letter B. For letter B, sabi dito, squaring the value of B such that the value of B is a positive number. Note that digits cannot be repeated. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, di ba remember when we say squaring a value? When you say squaring the value, ibig sabihin, you are going to raise it to the second power. Ganito kasi yun. Like for example, di ba remember, ito yun. Like for example, if you have the number, if you have X, sorry po. If you have the letter X, di ba X, then this one, that's X squared. That means squaring of X. So XX. So therefore, any number being squared, the exponent is always 2. So therefore, ganito yun. Di ba remember, we have letters A, B, C, D, and E. So because we're squaring a number, dapat ang kailangan namin yung letter C ay positive 2 lamang. So therefore, this is gonna be 1 over 10. Di ba? Because there are 10 numbers to choose from, and the only number that we need to put for letter C is 1 over 10. Only positive 2. Now, going back to this one. The value of B should be a positive number. So, ilan yung mga positive numbers dyan? Because we have 3 positive numbers, 1, 2, and 3. Pero since we have already positive 2 used for letter C, so we only have 1 and 3 na lang. So, there's 2 out of 10 na lang. Okay? And digits cannot be repeated. So, therefore, this one will be, and then 9 na lang. Then, this one become 8 over 8, 7 over 7, 6 over 6. Yun po yung sagot. Let me show you what I mean. So, ganito kasi yun. Diba remember, this is 8 over 8, 2 over 9, 1 over 10, 7 over 7, 6 over 6. At yun yung solution sheet na ginawa ko. And then, this the answer, diba? We multiply that together so we can get 0.222. And then, when I did that, and then divide, we should get the same answer. So, when we divide, diba remember, we do this formula. If this one equals this one divided by this one, correct, if we get the right answer, or try again, kumali. And the answer is correct. As you can see, that's also the answer we get. Did we get 2.2%? Yes, we did. So tama, that's the right answer. The correct answer is 2.2%, 2.22222% for squaring the positive number when numbers are not repeated. Next, letter C. Sabi dito, when you input values for the value of B and C, the answer that you will get is negative 125. O yan, di ba remember, let's look at P and C. Ito yun. Where's my solution? Ito kasi yun. Di ba remember, this is my formula, di ba? Nasaan yung solution ko? We have A plus B raised to the C power, minus plus D over E. Tingnan mo itong B raised to the C. Di ba remember, it says here, when you input the value B and C, the answer you'll get is negative 125. Looking at the numbers from negative 6 to positive 3, which among these numbers such that when you work on B and C, you will get a negative 125? Of course, we know that 5 cubed is 125. Pero, di ba remember, meron pa tayong 5 dito? Meron, and that's negative 5. So, negative 5 cubed. Di ba? And negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5, negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. And negative 25 times another negative 5, that's 125. Carry a negative because you have a negative sign. So, tama. The answer is negative 1. So, therefore, the correct answer is, for the value of B, you need to put negative 5. And for the value of C, we need to put a positive 3. Positive 3. Yan. Diba? So, this is going to be 1 over 10. This is going to be 1 over 9. And then the rest, 8 over 8. 7 over 7, 6 over 6. Did we get that answer right? Let's see. So, diba remember ito yung nangyari? Yes, 8 over 8, 1 over 10, 1 over 9, correct. And then we divide. So, the answer we're supposed to get is 0.111%. Yan yung sagot. Next, for letter D. When you input values for D and E, the answer that you will get is negative 0.5. Numbers still can't be repeated. Again, your numbers can't be duplicated, and dapat your answer that you should get is negative 0.5. So, for negative 0.5, what are the numbers such that, look at D and E. Diba, remember, ito yun. D divided by E. Which among these numbers, from the negative 6 to positive 3, when you work on these two together, you will get negative 0.5 as the answer. Actually, I already tried this. Diba, remember, we have negative 6. And then we have positive 3. Positive 3 divided by negative 6, that's equivalent to negative 0.5. Diba? Or what about positive 2 and negative 4? That still leads to negative 0.5. Or what about positive 1 and negative 2? That still leads to negative 0.5. Or what about if it were negative 1 and positive 2? That'll be negative 0.5 din. Kung negative 2, pwede pa rin, pero we don't have a positive 4. So these are the 4 lang. So therefore, it's going to be 0.5, so therefore, it's going to be 1. Diba, remember to yung D, diba? So, alin yung number na lagay mo dito, that's supposed to be 1 out of 10. Tapos, kung alin yung E, that's supposed to be 1 out of 10, 1 out of 9, based on the answer that you get. Like, for example, diba, remember sa letter D, you input the positive 3, kailangan namin sa letter E ay lagay ng negative 6. Kung letter D, sa positive 2 naman, ang kailangan dapat sa letter E ay negative 4. So, yun dapat. Ito kasi ang solution sheet ko. So, as you can see in my solution sheet, diba remember we have 1 divided by negative 2, which leads to negative 0.5. And then we have, 2 divided by negative 4. You'll still get the same answer din. Then 3 divided by negative 6 and negative 1 divided by 2. So, yan. And this is the answer that you will get. So, this is what will happen. So, this will be 1 over 10, 1 over 10, 1 over 10, 1 over 10. And this will become 1 over 9, 1 over 9, 1 over 9, and 1 over 9. So, when you get that answer, 1 over 9, you're supposed to get, ano yun? Ano yung tawag dyan? Yan, that's the answer that you're supposed to get. And then the rest of the numbers do not matter. So, you just put 8, 7, 6, and then you multiply the product together. And then you have to work it out separately. Then from there, you're gonna have to sum it up. Or pwede naman, you can do 1 over 10 times 1 over 9 because that's the only condition that you will do lang. And then from there, just multiply whatever answer you get, you multiply that by 4. Because that's equivalent to 1 over 90. And 1 over 90, wait lang po so that's equivalent to 1 over 90. And 1 over 90 times 4, 1 over 90 times 4 because you're gonna multiply it by 4, di ba? So that becomes 4 out of 90. 4 out of 90 divided by 4. No, divide by 2. That's supposed to be 2 out of 45. And 2 out of 45 is this one. Let's see if we got that answer right. Yeah, we still got the same answer. 0.44444 and a bunch of 4s. So that'll be the correct answer. So yan, ito na yung solution sheet ko. So ang kailangan ko, ang ginawa ko dito, sinam ko yung ano yun, yung huli. Yan, so this is the solution. Okay, next, letter E. It says here naman, inputting a number that is less than or greater than less than or equal to -2 for the value of A, an even number for the value of B, and the largest negative number for the value of D. Take note that integers can be repeated. E and F are the same. Kaya lang sa letter F, you will see what's the twist. Okay? So let's do this. So let's input a number that is less than or equal to -2. Of course, for that particular matter, there are 5 out of 10. Because there are 5 numbers that are less than -2 or equal to -2. That's -6, -5, -4, -3, and -2. Tapos sa letter B, an even number. What are the even numbers? -6, -4, -2, and +2. So 4 out of 10. Ang C, walang condition. It can be any number that you want. Tapos sa letter D naman, 1 out of 10. Kasi nga, diba, remember, sabi sa letter D, it says there, inputting the largest negative number, the largest negative number. And that's -6. And then from there, for letter E, walang condition. So you multiply that all together and you're supposed to get 0.02% or 2% literally. Let's see if we got that right. Yes, we did. Now let's go to letter F. Sa letter F naman, ano yung tanong dyan? Same as letter E, but integers cannot repeat. Yan! It's the same condition, pero hindi pwede mag-repeat yung mga numbers. So, ang kailangan mo gagawin ay ganito. First, I start off with the with the letter D. Kasi nga, diba, remember, we have the largest negative number, and that's supposed to be -6. Of course, that can also fit in with letter A, because that's a negative number from -2 to -6. But it says there, the numbers cannot repeat. So, hindi pwede dyan. At saka, it's also part of letter B din, that it's an even number. So, hindi siya kasali. So, what I did na lang is this one. So, there are 3 even numbers. We have -4, -2, and +2. So, that's 3 out of 9 numbers na lang to choose. And then, for the negative numbers, we have, We have, 8 na lang to choose. So, 2. Actually, sana dapat that should be 3. So, let's say, for example, if we input -2 there, kung na-input tayo ng -2 sa number 3, -2 dito sa letter B, therefore, dito, pwede tayo maglagay ng -4. Kung -4 naman tayo dyan, therefore, this should be -3. This should be -2, -3, or -5. Tama? Kung +2 yan, of course, that should be all the negative numbers. So, yun talaga yung solution. Pero what you hold is, I did one of the answers na lang. Di bale, that's already the final answer. Pero if you want to see an alternative, I'll show it to you. Pero you can also do that again eh. Let's say, for example, if this were +2, -2, then this one will be, +1. Di ba? -5, -4, and -3. The same thing with this one. So, you're gonna have to multiply that by 2. Di ba? And then, you add it with the last one, which is, You add it with, if this were positive, so this will be, or maybe siguro that has to be put all together. Siguro that's the solution na. Never mind about it. Next, letter G. Ang sabi dito sa letter G, this is a tough question. Ang sabi ko dito, the final answer that you will get is a whole number. Repetition of integers is allowed. That's the good news. The bad news is, we need to get a whole number for the answer. So, ganito yung solution sheet ko. So, for letter G, I need to think of what are the numbers that can yield to whole number. Looking at the solution first, let's go to letters D and E. Diba, remember sa letter D at saka yung letter E, diba, remember ito yun, diba? D at E. Kailangan namin yung letter E, dapat whole number. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwede siya maging decimal. And what are those numbers that can make it a whole number? I wrote the solution right here. If it were negative 6, therefore, to make sure that they're whole numbers, we can divide it by negative 2, positive 2, negative 3, positive 3, negative 1, positive 1, and negative 6. Because sabi dito, numbers can repeat eh. So, yan. Kung negative 4, pwede negative 4 sa, di ba, ito yung letter D, ito yung letter E. Negative 4, negative 5, negative 1, and positive 1. Kung negative 4, negative 2, positive 2, negative 1, 1, and negative 4. Those numbers that can be divisible. Kung negative 3, 3, negative 3, negative 1, positive 1. Kung negative 2, yun din. Negative 1 ito. Kapag 0, hindi pwede. So, 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Ito talaga yung solution sheet na ginawa ko. So, this is letter A, letter B, letter C, letter D, and letter E. So, this is the value of D. If D were number 6, therefore, it should be this answer, di ba? 7 out of 10. So, these are the other outcomes. If D were 5, therefore, it should be only 2. If D were 4, therefore, it should be, ano yun? 5 out of 10. If D were 3, only 4. If D were 2, 4 rin. If D were 1, 2. Tapos if 0, it can be anything. Can be anything. Because 0 divided by a number in the denominator does not really matter. If D were positive 1, yun nga, there are 2. If D were positive 2, negative 2, and 2 ones. So yun lang. And then this one, and then sabi ko dito, for letter C, ang kailangan dapat sa letter C ay dapat whole number. Diba, remember, we cannot have a negative number for letter C because if we have a negative number, that will be a fraction. At kailangan di pwede tayo magkaroon ng fraction. So, ang ginawa ko, I did 0.4 because there are 4 positive numbers. Because diba, remember, if we put 0 for letter C, remember the rule of exponent. Any number that is being raised to the 0th power is always 1. Tapos, if it's positive, it's always a positive number. If the exponent is positive, you will always get a positive number. A whole number itself. Diba? Kahit negative pa yung base. So, yun. And then for letter B, doesn't really matter for what those numbers are. And then from there, based on all the facts we have together, we sum it up all together. So, ang ginawa ko dito, pinadak ko silang lahat. I did the product of everything. And then I sum everything up to get the final answer. So, here's the answer that I got. The answer that we're supposed to get is 70.6. And the thing that I did there is I sum everything, what you see here. I summed up the answers that I get. And this should be the answer I'm supposed to be getting. Last but not least, so that's letter G. I do not know how to explain this, but I know if you're a Math Olympiad, you'll be able to understand more about this, okay? Last but not least, let's go to letter H. For letter H, it says here, getting a non-terminating decimal as the answer or inputting a 0 for the value of the exponent. Integers can never repeat. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwede mag-repeat yung mga exponents na yan. So when we say getting a non-terminating decimal as the answer, ibig sabihin that the answer that you will get should be a non-terminating decimal. Diba, remember what did I tell you in fractions? Ano yung mga non-terminating decimals? Like for example, 1/3. You know 1/3 is 0.3 and a bunch of 3's. Or 1/6. That's 0.66, that's 0.16666666666 and a bunch of 6's. Or 2/3, that'll be, that'll be 0.666666666. At hindi tumigil yung mga 6's na yan. Diba? So yan, that is exactly how you do it. So this is the solution sheet that I've been working on. Ito kasi yun. Diba, remember ito yun. So ang kailangan namin sa letter E ay dapat 3, -3, or -6. Kasi nga if E were 1, of course, that will lead you to having a whole number. If E were 2, of course, any number divisible by 2, unless even number, will be, diba, remember, if even number, you will get a whole number. Pero if it were an odd number divided by 2, of course, you will get a terminating decimal. Like for example, 1 divided by 2, that's 1/2, that's 0.5. Although it's a decimal, but it's a terminating decimal. Kailangan namin non-terminating. Let's say if the E were 3, of course, that's non-terminating. Of course, sure na yan. You learned that before when you were in pre-elementary or pre-high school. Something like that. Kung 4 yung denominator mo, of course, that will be 0.25. So, hindi pwede. Although there's decimal, pero hindi siya non-terminating. It's a terminating po. Kung 5, it's still a terminating. So, kung 6, yun. So, kailangan namin ang value ng E ay dapat 3, -3, or -6. That is the value for E. At saka, if E were like that, dapat, they should not be divisible. Let's say, for example, if E were +3, hindi pwede lalagay si -3 at saka -6 sa numerator because that will yield to a whole number. Because -3 divided by 3 is -1. And -6 divided by +3 is -2. So, hindi pwede. On -3, -6 divided by -3 is +2. +3 divided by -3 is -1. Tapos dito naman, yung if E were -6, if you put +3, of course, this simplifies to -1/2 or 1/2, which simplifies to -1/2, which is -0.5. Although it yields to a decimal, pero that's a terminating decimal. So that's not the one. Or if you put -3 divided by -6, that still leads to 1/2. So -1 divided by -2, diba, the negatives cancel out, and you will still have 1/2, which is 0.5. So, hindi pwede. So, therefore, letter E must be -3, -3, and -6. Tapos, sa letter D, kailangan dapat yung hindi, di bagay na numero. That will make it a terminating decimal. Ganito kasi yung solution sheet ko. Okay? So, here's my solution sheet for letter H. So, di ba remember, if E were, so therefore, di ba remember, if letter A, di ba remember, sabi ko dito, the first condition is, if inputting a 0 for the value of the exponent. If input the value of 0 for the exponent, therefore, it should be 0. So, there's only 1. So, that should be the answer, 0.1%, 10%. And then, what you call this, yun nga. Then, for the other conditions, ito na yun. This, if value of E were +3, -3, or -6. So, yan, di ba? Ito yung value ng E. Kung +3, therefore, 7 numbers to go. Because -5, there's +2, +1, 0, 0, -1, -2, -4, and -5. Pero since we already have a 0 there, therefore hindi pwede mag-repeat. Okay? And then here it's the same pa rin. Diba? So yun lang. Then for for the, for B raised to the C power, of course, diba remember sabi ko dito, ang kailangan dapat gagawin, diba remember, B raised to the C power. We know that for letter C, it should be an exponent. Pero if it were a negative exponent, that will be translated as 1 over this one. So, ang kailangan namin for letter B, kailangan dapat ang letter B, hindi pwede. Let's say, for example, if B were -3, and then what you call this, the letter C were -6. That will be 1 over 3 times 3, 1 over 3 raised to the 6th power. And of course, that will yield to a non-terminating decimal. So, yeah, that's the condition we want. Okay? So, dapat, B cannot, so therefore, that's letter B. B has to be, 3, -6. Let's say, for example, diba remember, meron tayong letter E. Diba? We already have 3 here. 3 is already here. So, kailangan dapat dito, iba naman. Iba naman ang letter B. So, therefore, it's 2 out of 8 numbers na lang. Bakit 6? Maybe siguro I'm referring to the other 6 numbers. So, dapat 2 out of 8. Because of the other numbers. And then this one, whichever the number is, it has to match. Gets ko na. Kasi nga, the reason why I put there 6, it's because those are the other numbers that will yield us to non-terminating decimal. Kasi nga the reason why I put there this 0.85, that's 6 over 7. So dapat it should be ano yun, any number that is not ano yun, that is not 0. So yan, di ba? So yun dapat yung sagot. So let's say for example, you already chose a number here for letter D and E and letter B. So you only have 7 numbers to choose from. At dapat hindi pwede maging 0 yan. So yun talaga yung sagot. And then from there, yung last number, it can be any number you want. Then we multiply that all together so we can get this answer. So the answer is this one. So the answer is the sum of 10% plus, ano yun? Plus 0.166%, 166%, ganon. And you're supposed to get 15% as the answer. Okay? I do not know how to solve this properly, pero what you all is yun talaga yung sagot. Okay? If you're a Math Olympiad, please help me with this, okay? Basta if you have any comments, just ask. Now, last but not least, let's go to letter number 10. Here's the last question. My dad and I went to Tokyo and ate there for lunch. Ang sarap talaga yung Tokyo, and I miss na talaga eating there. Alam mo yung Tokyo, ang sarap talaga yung mga bento boxes nila. Ang super sarap. Kaya nga, shout out to my peeps who is sleeping right now. And if ever talaga, Lord, kung may budget na kami, please, Lord, please treat me to Tokyo. Kasi nga, I miss na talaga eating there. I want to try all their bento boxes. Ang sarap talaga yung mga bento boxes nila. I think I remember that time I was able to try their bento box. Ang sarap naman talaga. Kahit I got pa only rice, that was 3 cups. Ang sarap talaga. Kaya nga, Lord, let's make this happen that I can go to Tokyo again para wacholes kakainin ko yung mga bento boxes. Ang saya talaga magkain. So, yun. Okay? So, now let's go to the questions. Letter A. Ordering a bento box with tempura or pork tonkatsu. Ito talaga yung menu ng, ano yun, ng Tokyo. So, here's the menu that I got of Tokyo right here. There are 10 different types of bento boxes, as you can see. There's prawn, beef, masono, pork tonkatsu, chicken teriyaki. Tapos, di ba, meron kang, ano yun, meron kang rice. Tapos, meron kang veggies dito. At saka, the specific ulam that you want, based on its name. Chicken karage, katsu curry, wagyu cubes, honey chicken teriyaki, prawn and kanin tempura, and beef yakin-yaku. Now, ang question ko to, so there are 10. Kaya naman, that's why nga, Lord, kung may budget na ako, pwede ako kainin ako ulit sa Tokyo. Ang sarap. I want to go back there again for all their bento boxes that I want to try. Now, let's go back to the question. So, letter A, ordering a bento box with tempura or pork tonkatsu. For pork tonkatsu, it's right here. Meron na yan. Yung tempura, ito yun. Prawn and kanin tempura. Dalawa. So, 2 10s plus 3 over 10. And the answer is, yun nga, that's supposed to be 3 over 10. That is the correct answer. Very easy. Next, letter B. Same as letter A. Pero, we also ordered ramen such that it's a seafood ramen. You want to see the ramen? Ito yun. Ito yung mga ramen na pwede ka i-order. There's one ramen that is seafood ramen, one ramen that is chashu pork ramen, one ramen that is cheesy beef ramen, and another ramen that is spicy chicken ramen. So, ito yung seafood ramen. So, therefore, di ba remember sabi dito, same as letter A. But meron pa rin kaming ramen such that it's seafood. So, di ba remember you will order a bento box. Mag-order ka ng bento box, di ba? And then, at the same time, mag-order ka ng ramen. So, ganito yung solution. So, therefore, the answer is, ganito yun. So, we have 10 possible choice of bento boxes. So, therefore, we have 1 over 18, di ba? 3 over 18. Times 1 over 17. Let's say if the order cannot be duplicated. So, therefore, this should be your answer. Ito yun. 0.98%. So, yun. Or if you want to try another answer, which is this one, times 1/4. Because you will order pa side dish. This can also be your answer. Either way. Okay? Next, letter C. Ordering 2 bento boxes such that each bento box consists of veggies. Same order is allowed. So, let's say for example, kung magpunta kayo sa Tokyo, tapos mag-order kayo ng dalawang order ng bento boxes. Let's say for example, if you brought your friend with you, tapos mag-order ka ng yung dalawang bento boxes dahil what you hold is one for you, one for your friend. But regardless of who gets it. So, alin yung mga bento boxes na may veggies? Lahat na yan may veggies. Ito yun. Yung prawn, yung beef nyagi, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Lahat except 6. So 9 out of 10. Pero since same orders allowed, we get to do it twice. So 9 over 10 times 9 over 10 to get 81% as the valued answer. Next, letter D. Same as letter C, but one of the orders consists of beef, while the other one is chicken, or as a price that is less than or equal to 250 pesos. Ibig sabihin, di ba remember, just like what I told you, mag-order kayo ng dalawang bento box sa Tokyo. Mag-order kayo ng dalawang bento boxes. Now, based on the 2 bento boxes that you want to order, one order is, you will get the beef. You will get the ulam there is a beef. Tapos yung pangalawang order, it has to be either chicken or a bento box whose price is less than 250 pesos. Especially, of course, that we're on a budget, just like us. Diba? Sorry. So, yan, diba? Wait lang po. Ayan. So, alin yung mga order dito na may, beef. Ito yun, beef musunoso. At saka we have beef yakin-yaku. 2 out of 10. Diba? So, 2 out of 10. That is one order. And then, diba remember, sabi dito, there's another order that has a price that is less than 250 pesos. Which one is it? Ito yung mga wacholis, yung mga order. You look at the price. Which one is chicken? Alin yung mga chicken dito? Chicken teriyaki, chicken karage, and honey chicken. Tatlo yun. Pero, it has to be or a price that's less than 250. So, alin yung mga bento boxes na may price na less than 250? This one, this one, this one. This one is counted because kahit 250, okay lang yun. Para sakto sa budget. This one, this one, this one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lang. 6 bento boxes that are, less than 250. Pero look at this. 3 of them are chicken. Itong dalawa na to, this is chicken, yes of course, and it's less than 250 pesos. So therefore, we don't need to include that na. This one is chicken, pero it's expensive. So kailangan kasama to. So therefore, this is 210 times 7 over 10. Ito na talaga yung sagot. Yan. 14%. Let's say for instance, if same order is allowed. Yun talaga yung nangyari sa letter D. So let's say for example, me and my peeps, that's my dad, we go to Tokyo just to have lunch. Tapos what you call this, I will order gusto ko i-order ko yung yung beef. Gusto ko itikman yung beef. Pero yung tatay ko, do not na, let's get na lang the cheaper. Para what you call this, sakto sa budget. Yung ganun. Okay? Next, let's go to letter E. So letter E naman, ang sabi dito, ito na, this is the true story. So, peeps, if you're listening to this right now, sana may pera ka para what you always makakain na kami sa Tokyo. Sana, Lord, please. Sana may budget na kami para makain na ako sa Tokyo. Okay, so letter E. My dad and I have separate orders. Find the probability that the ramen will belong to me while the bento box will belong to my father. Ito na yun. Diba remember, ito yung mga order ng mga bento boxes. There are 10 orders of bento boxes. At there are 4 orders of my ramen of my choice. Okay? So, I just hope talaga kung may budget si Peeps para what you all this, I can eat again sa Tokyo. So, diba remember, just like what I told you, it's either this one will go to my dad, this one will go to my dad, this one will go to my dad, or this one, all of this will go to my dad. So, 14 orders, and then times 2. Kasi nga, diba remember, either of any of this will go to both of us. So, yan. Okay? So, therefore, ito na yung solution. So, let's say, for example, the ramen will belong to me. So, let's say, for example, kung mag-order ko ng ramen, this should be 1/4 times, or, no, this is, 4 out of 80, 4 out of 14 times 1/2. Ganito kasi yun. Diba, remember, this is the solution sheet I want to tell you. My dad's order, and this is my order. Tama. So, yung tatay ko, gusto niya yung bento box. So, for the bento boxes, there are 10. 10 out of 14. Tapos ako, ramen. Mine is ramen. Dahil gusto ko yung ramen, so therefore this will be 1, 2, 3 out 4 out of 14. Pero diba remember, because it can be any of that, because the sample space, this can either go to me or go to my peeps. So since there are 2 of us, we have to multiply that by 2. So the ramen can go to me. So therefore, that's 4 over 14 times 1/2. Dahil what you is pwede yung ramen ay magpunta sa akin yun o magpunta sa tatay. Pero since ang ramen ay kailangan para sa akin to, therefore, it's 4 out of 14 times 1/2. Because let's say for example, diba, if you were the cashier of Tokyo, let's say for example, you will order the ramen. So the ramen you will prepare another ramen. So who gets the ramen? Is it you or is it your dad? Of course that should be it's a mystery between the two. Pero it's up to the table to decide who gets it. Let's say for example, you and your peeps were talking. Then I will say, "Peeps, I want to get the ramen kasi ang sarap talaga yung ramen, no?" So yan, I will do that. Then my peeps will get the bento box. So yun. Gets? Kaya it goes like this. Every time you have a person, separate person, you always have to multiply by 1/2. Or if you were to do the Punnett square method, diba, remember, let's say for example, we have Rafi, peeps, di ba? We have R1, R2, R3, R4. Tapos, di ba, remember, ito na yun, yung mga bento boxes, di ba? B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9, B10. Ito na yung explanation ko. So it could be the first ramen can go to me or the first ramen can go to peeps. Let's say for example, 'di ba, maybe you're the manager. So sino nag-order ng ramen, ng seafood ramen, it could either go to me or to peeps. Because imagine if you were the only one solely, this would be 14 outcomes. Kaya lang because there are 2 people who will come, that's why you have to multiply that by 2. Dahil may dalawang order. It could be that this ramen can go to you or this can go to your peeps. But since you want the ramen, therefore it should be here. So therefore, ito yun. This is the one that satisfies you. So therefore, this is the one that we are supposed to get. The ramen should go to you. Tapos yung bento box ay kailangan mapunta sa tatay mo. Okay? So therefore, this is 4 out of 8. Sorry. So therefore, this is 4 out of 14 times 1/2. 4 out of 14. Diba, remember, 4 out of 14. Kasi nga there are 14, diba? And the rest that is not there, that's for you. And then this is 10 out of 14. Ito yun. Tapos times 1/2 because it can be for you and for your peeps. So yun na talaga yung sagot. So that will be your answer for letter E. 4 out of 8. 4 out of 14, 10 out of 14, times 1/2. Yan. And the answer is supposed to be 10.20%. Yun na yung sagot. Okay, peeps? Now, let's go to letter F. So, letter F naman, ay wait lang po So, letter F, same as letter E. Pero this time naman, I ordered a cheesy beef ramen. Well, my dad ordered a bento box with chicken teriyaki on it. So looking back at my order dito sa sa what do you call this, sa Tokyo, 'di ba? Nasaan yung mga cheesy ramen? The cheesy ramen is right over here, 'di ba? Sa B3. So therefore, this ramen 3, the R3 will go to me. So ito yun. Ito yung kailangan ko sa letter F. Ito yun. Tapos, yung tatay ko, he ordered a bento box with chicken teriyaki on it. Ano yung mga bento boxes na may chicken teriyaki? Number 4 at number 8. So, ito yun at saka ito yun. So, therefore, mine will be 1 out of 4. Because one of the ramens has to be cheesy beef. Tapos, my dad, he will get the 2 out of 10. Then, we multiply that by 1/2. Kasi nga, just what I said, it depends kung sino yung kukuha ng order na yan. So, if you were to take this separately, of course, this is your case, and then this is Pips' case. So, this would be 1/4, this would be 2 out of 10. Tapos, times 1/2 because it's up to whoever gets to get the ramen or whoever gets to get the bento box. So, yan. Ito na yung final answer. Yan. And the answer is 2.5%. Next. Letter... Siguro what you all this, you put your cellphone na lang on the paper para hindi maglaglag. Okay? Next, letter G. If you both were to have the same order of bento boxes or bowl of ramen, find the probability for that to happen. Ayan. Let's say, for example, you want to go with Pips and then you told your Pips, Pips, this time naman, let's have same order naman. O yan, then your Pips will allow. So, let's say, for example, you want to order, for example, going back to our menu, gusto mo yung ano yun, yung same ramen. Let's say, for example, kung ikaw yung may gusto mong ito, therefore, your Pips has to get the same din. Let's say, for example, your Pips said, you choose na lang what you want and then I will also follow you. Because yun na naman talaga, my Pips is so generous eh. Auto lang talaga, sign lang talaga yung pera, di ba? So, yun. So, let's say, for example, mag-order ko ng ito, ng seafood ramen. If I will order that, tapos I will tell my Pips, Pips, you want to order that too? Sige, I will order the same as you. So, yan. So, therefore, for you, you can choose either of the 4 you like. And then, whatever order you get, your Pips will get. So, let's go back to this one. Diba, remember, this is the punit of your ramen. So, let's say, for example, kung ito yung kinuha mo, ito kasama si Pips. Tapos, kung ito din. Ito din, tapos ito. So, 4. Open na naman this one and this one, this one and this one, this one and this one. This one, this one, this one and this one, this one and this one. Something like that. Pero, there are 16 different possible outcomes for who gets this one. Or siguro, let's work on another one. Go back now to this one. So, dapat, kung alin yung order mo, order ko dito, dapat kasali si Pips dyan. So, let's say, for example, diba, remember, it's either I get this one, then my Pips will get this one. So, this one, so therefore, there are 16 different possible outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diba? Tapos, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos, 1, 2, 3, 4. Diba? So, 16. Pero only 4 of that is the one that satisfies. So, tama, this is 1/4. Because in your order, you will get 4/4, diba? You choose any one you like. Tapos, multiply by 1/4. Because, diba, remember, your Pips will only choose whatever you ordered. So, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So, tama, that simplifies to 1/14. Diba? 1/4. Yun ang sagot. For the ramen. Okay? Now, for the bento boxes, of course, there are 40 different possible outcomes. This can be, ano yun, you will order this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, 100. So, 100 silang lahat. 100, 10 times 10. So, 100. Pero, only 10 of those will match the order. So, therefore, if we are to do this, diba, remember, this would be 100. And only 10 of that can match. So, 10 out of 100, which simplifies to 1/10. To show you the solution, ganito kasi yun. Diba, remember, whatever I order, I can order any bento box that I want. My Pips will suggest, and then my Pips will follow. Whatever bento box I order, he will get the same. So, times 1/10. Because, let's say, for example, kukuha ko ng tempura, Pips will also get the tempura din. So, 110 din. If I will get the chicken teriyaki, he will also get the chicken teriyaki. It has to match. So, therefore, 10 times 110 equals 10/100, which simplifies to 1/10. And therefore, now, we need to add up the probabilities together. So, now, it's 1/4 times 110 plus 110. Diba? So, yun yung sagot. Ito kasi yun. Diba? Ito yung solution sheet ko, diba? So, this is my order of ramen. And then, my dad will order it pa rin, diba? 1/4 times 1/4. And then, yung bento box, I will order the bento box. And then, my dad will order the bento box. And then, we multiply. Diba? We multiply that together. And then, we add it up. We multiply that together. And then, we sum everything up. To get 35%. So, ang kailangan tayo gagawin ay 1/4 plus 110. So, 1/4 plus 110, this will be, ano yun? 20 plus 20. This becomes 5, 2. So 7 out of 20. Times 5, which gives us 35 over 100. Which gives us 35 over 100. So tama, the answer is 35 over 100, which gives us the final answer of this. Okay? So yun na yung sagot. Last but not least, letter H, ito na yung hard question. This one pertains to our condition na. Pero magdasal na lang tayo sa Panginoon. Okay? Now, this is the plight that we're having right now. If our budget is only 500 pesos, find the probability that we can eat there with each of us having an order of bento box and a bowl of ramen. So yan, di ba remember this one? So therefore, this is already the situation. Our budget is already 500 pesos, di ba? And we need to spend something that is less than 500. So let's look at the order. So looking at the price of our Tokyo, we need to sum up the two together. So let's say for example, gusto namin yung ano yon, yung ramen. Let's say for example, ako gusto ko yung ramen. Gusto ko yung, let's say I will tell Peeps, let's order this one na lang, yung ano yon, chakshu pork ramen. Ang problema lang kaso, the price is 280 pesos. Hindi pa siya sapat. So therefore, and then if you order the bento box pa, yun na talaga yung problema namin. Kung mag-order ka ng bento box, yun nga, 280 plus 240, hindi pa siya sapat. Because 80 plus 40 equals 120. 2 plus 2 plus 1, na-over budget na kami. So therefore, hindi pwede ang 280, ang labo. Unless lang talaga we have a PWD. Kasi nga with the purpose of PWD cards, of course, this will make it cheaper. Especially, of course, I need 2 PWD cards for that, ha? Tandaan mo yan. Okay? So, therefore, the cheapest ramen that I can get na lang is the spicy chicken ramen, which you see right here. So, therefore, if I were to go to Tokyo to order to order ramen, ito na lang sa R4 ako. Tapos, yung tatay ko, he will get the cheapest one na lang. So, ano yung mga cheapest? Di ba remember, let's say for example, this is 255. So, he needs to get the one that is either 250, 240, 250, or 240. O yan, 245. Sakto na yan. This one, 3, 4, 5. So, tama, only 5. So, therefore, that's gonna be 1 over 4 because one of the ramens is cheap. Tapos, 5 of this is also cheap din. And then we multiply them together because that will be our criteria. So yan, that's 5 over 10 because that's my dad who will order the bento boxes times 1 over 4 times 1/2. And the answer is 6.25%. So this is the probability that you will get within this budget. Okay? And that's it. Thank the Lord talaga. Thank the Lord. And we also pray lang talaga in your name, Lord, if you can give us money para what you all this. Kakain na naman kami sa Tokyo. How I miss na talaga Tokyo. Even the red iced tea. Ayan, I forgot pala. Baka mali mo, may service charge pa talaga sa red iced tea na yan. This might cost us. So yun. Never mind about that, okay? Basta we pray lang to the Lord for everything. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my stats and probs lesson about compound probability. If you like this video, if you find this video very helpful and productive to your studies, leave a like. Okay? God bless ka na sa pag-aaral mo and God bless.